how from consciousness all this can appear. Their view is that there is nothing impure. The subject-object distinction actually does not exist, so there is no impurity. So the argument that how something impure can give rise to something, pure like Brahma can give rise to something impure, what we call impure does not arise because there is no such distinction. The manifested body is already inhering, or it is already there in the essential body, it just it has to manifest. Another point that Abhinavgupta makes is that, against the Nyaya theory, he is arguing that God does not have to, God is efficient cause, but then God is not the only efficient cause only. God is also the, I think his atoms, he is also the Samvayakaran, so he is everything. So there is no distinction as such. So that is another point. Then keeping this mind that they always have this idea of Shiva and Shakti. So the bodies are, the terminology the Kevin Flood is saying that the terminology is used, is described, and he says that we can describe it into using the Shiva, either reference to Shiva and Shakti together, but whether Shiva takes predominance, that Shiva is the male form, Shakti is the female feminine energy. So the reference, the terms that are used to describe the bodies, there he says that it is either Shiva Shakti terminology, Shiva terminology, Shiva Shakti terminology, Shakti terminology, but very rarely Shakti Shiva terminology is used. And Shiva Shakti terminology, the one manifestation is the Nataraj or Ardhanarishwar. Ardhanarishwar is basically, it is the predominances of the male body, and that is again taking some form, in some way, taking the feminine form also. So again, I apologize for my very, it's very interesting because in Tantra, all this, at least Abhinavgupta writes in Tantra Sara, which is the summary of his, I think, Tantra Lok and all, what he says, that even after death, the Guru can give Diksha to the subtle bodies as well. So, Shankaracharya, or also in Advaita Veda, in the Vedanta Sutra at least, there is a distinction of Sula Sukshma and Karan Sharira. All the distinctions are there. So, which are given the present day science, which, because you have to always keep that in mind, all this discussion, there were no fools that they were talking about all these things, or they made this distinction, or they were talking about the cosmos being the body of Param Shiva, that is pure consciousness itself manifesting in the form of the universe. And at the same time, they're also talking at the level of individual consciousness, which itself has different layers of the body. So, cosmic body, when they say, is that then there's a connection between the cosmic and the individual consciousness. The individual body and the cosmic body. How does that happen? Why don't we know that? Why don't we feel that? What is this? How do we achieve that identity or the Paramashiva stage, or that identity with my consciousness, sort of really identifying its true nature, realizing its true nature. And as long as it has certain form, certainly it is not its absolute peak or absolute truth. Still, in the highest form, what we can go is, at least I can realize that Vishwa Sharira or Vishwa Rupa that is used. So I am one with the universe. And again, that has a lot of socio-political and sociological implications. But then, problem with this, all of us, is that very rarely, Lakshman Maharaj was the last of the tradition who was actually a scholar as well as a sadhaka. So, but it is if it is a science, it can be taught, and if you cannot learn, if you are not, you don't have the attitude and aptitude of a learner, perhaps also you can be trained to learn how to at least get some glimpse of this connection and ability to see that what the Tantra or what the Shastra says, that there is some truth in it, depending upon our experience. So I think a lot of work has to be done that we need to take seriously. These, first of all, we don't have the conviction that what they're saying is truth. Most of the time we believe it is pathology. And it has been inculcated, instilled in philosophy departments also. unfortunately, where they say that Indian philosophy है ठीक है इसमें कुछ है छोड़ दो बस. The real philosophy वो analytic philosophy है और वो जो analysis है और जो linguistic analysis है वो है असली. इसको तो कोई and it has this is the impression I got when I was studying. हमारा था कि philosophy करने तो Indian philosophy में तो नहीं कुछ है कुछ छोड़ दो तो ऐसे ही करते हैं लोग. But अगर आप उस लेवल तक आपकी consciousness से बोल लेंगे तो you won't realize what they're saying. So you have to do the practice. Perhaps what is the way? We invited Kevin Flood once. We wanted to have a seminar. He could not come. But they are writing and they have got also the training. They came in '93 and he stayed with and learned about it in person. How many of India's scholars do that? That we go and learn Tibetan Buddhism or Kashmir Shavism. So I think we need to again go to that training thing that Gurukul Parampara में आपको जाके सीखना पड़ेगा. So this is very short and I apologize because I could not complete the paper.